Tusimi Kandi David. I'm 16 years old. I'm in Muigas, Isinya, Kajiado County. I was born in Makueni County, Kadonzweni Sub-County. When I was born, immediately there arose conflict between my two parents, and I was forced to be brought up by my grandparents in Kilifi County. After some few years, they came together, and then I was forced to go home to be with them. I joined the primary school where my dad and my mom could not afford the fees to pay my school fees. My mom used to struggle a lot, where she could just get only 200 shillings per day to pay my more than 2,000 shillings for my school fees. Head teacher stood up for my life and paid my school fees from nursery school to class 4, and then she told my mom that she could continue paying my school fees. Unfortunately, my first, my second, and third siblings dropped out of school due to lack of school fees. I stood up with my mom, where she used to encourage me to keep it up, and she believed in me. The encouragement that my mom could give me encouraged me also, because I didn't want to fail my mom, because I really loved her. In class 8, my mom also got sick, and no one could support my education in paying the school fees, and my dad refused to pay my school fees. I was forced to drop out of school for some few months to look for my school fees, which was more than 6,000, and of which my also siblings had left a balance, and I was forced to pay it so that I can go back to school. In class 8, in the power of God, I managed to be number 1 in my school. I had no school fees, though I got good marks. I used to hear my previous classmates talking of how they will go to a good schools, yet I had better marks than them. My mom had no hopes, and then she told me to just stay at home to go in a nearby school. Because I needed to make my mom stress-free, I accepted her idea. But then at the moment, there was this support staff from Makueni government who used to work in the office of governor, who introduced me to the governor of Makueni County. The governor stood up to support my education in high school. Apart from having my school fees, I needed to have my shopping, and my mom had no one to support her. My dad never came home. Whenever she was called, she just gave out a lie that she will come. My siblings never supported, because they said that no one stood out for their education, and so I should be like them. This never made me to give her, because all I knew, there is God above. And what I knew is that someone has to pass. When you see yourself passing through many difficulties, there's something set for you by God. My mom was forced to buy the smallest box in the market to come with it to school, and bought one school uniform. We managed to come to school without pocket money and without a fare, but then we were later supported by the same governor to pay all the bills that were needed in the school. When we arrived, we found that we had known some things, but then my mom gave out a cry, and our principal heard. When I finished term 1, I went at home, and then there were conflicts, and my mom was chased away of keeping me in school, because my dad claimed that I was a source of wealth, where I could be married for her to get some amount of money. Most of the time I've heard one of them saying that they have to outdo my mom so that they can outdo me. And one of these causes is that they are seeing me raising up and helping my mom and helping one of my siblings that I love most, of which they hate her and they hate me. So they don't want to see me being successful.
Tell us about the rejection.
Not the rejection of this is that my mom, I can't blame her, but unfortunately I have a different father from the others. But then the main cause of the rejection is that these people think that I'll be successful, I will help my mom, and then I will help many people in the family, of which they want us to be equal, and they say that I will be proud and I'll be full of pride when I'll be successful when I grow up. Sometimes I'm rejected to use some things at home. Example, if one of the family members sees me with my cousin, they will call the cousin and tell him or her there is advantages of staying with me and how bad I am and how rude I am and disobedient I am because of rejecting their plan of being married off. But now I've been receiving support from different people who makes me feel that I'm highly valued and I can do more better for my previous primary ed teacher, who is always there supporting me emotionally, spiritually, and physically. He's always there to know if I have gone back to school and if I am okay, because she knew all this plan. And also my mom has been showing me love and has been caring for me. She does everything, like fetching water for people to just make me okay and also satisfy my wants and needs. Sometimes I'm forced to work for my neighboring rich people to help my mom, whom I would like to see her stress-free all the time. I have tried my best to ignore these family members and stick on faith and have faith in God and believe in God that God is going to do marvelous in my life, because hard work pays, and also there's also reward from God. So there was one Sunday that I told my mom that I was not going for a service. I went to the forest and climbed a tree, the tallest tree in a neighboring forest. I tend to throw myself from the baobab tree, but then I was never hurt so much and I never died. I also tried the second time to kill myself by poisoning myself, but then before I did it, one of my cousins opened my bedroom and stopped me from doing it. Now this all I was doing because I didn't want to see my mom stressed because of the love that I have for her. I wanted me to be out of her life, and also to just make sure that there will not anyone to give her stress, that she'll be always okay without my stress, will be always okay without seeing me stressed. But then I saw it as a plan of God, because yes, I did it several times, but then I never died. But then I had to sit down and meditate how God loves me and how God is planning for my life, as He said in the Bible that He had plans for me before I was born. So I sat down and planned how I can make my mom life suitable and also stress-free. I had to sit down and have a goal of life, which is to become a lawyer so that I can help many people that are passing through difficulties like me. It came to this point that my dad was told to pay amount of money for me to join this school. Now my dad rejected and then gave his brothers an idea of getting worth from me. When I went for midterm, when I was in Form 1, when I was at home, I waked up early in the morning. I met odd men in the compound. I never asked the reason because I'm ever minding about my own business. I just ignored, because if I knew if I could ask the question, of course I could get a negative answer from my dad. Then after a few minutes, I got an idea that I was going to be married off after some few minutes from my cousin, who told me the idea, who secretly told me the idea. My mom was forced to accept because she had nothing to do. She had only two options: to leave me go or we go together. She had no place to go, so she had to accept for me to be married off. The following day, they came again, now because that was the final day and they could carry me. Now my mom planned that the idea was to be cut off, because she really loved me and she really saw the capability in me, and so she had to call the previous head teacher, because she always caring about me, and then told her about the idea, and she sent some policemen to come home. This all, little did we knew that the dad had paid money to one of the council, so no police came, but then the head teacher changed to come. The head teacher came and then cut off the meeting, but then my dad had the grudge with the head teacher and said that he could make sure that I was married off. Then after some few days, my dad saw there was no any sign that I could be married, and so he said that he will never come back at home, and said that no one has ability to call for him to send money for anything, because they have rejected the idea which could help them and also which could satisfy my mom's wants. The main reason of desperation of my parents is that I refused to be married off, and because my dad never got the wealth, and also said that if I was married off, they could get money and some animals which they could use for several years, and at the same time the dad that was to be paid, they were also to use it to make them satisfied. But then mom went contradictory with the plan, so they had to separate. Now about my sister's plan to kill me.
Yes, that's that.
About my sister's plan to kill me, I was outside doing my chores. When I came back to the house, before I could enter the house, I had them planning how they could, debating on how first they kill my mom or they kill me so that they can outdo me. But the main target was to kill me, because they did not want anyone to be beyond them. They want everyone to be equal, because the whole ancestral family, everyone is poor and no one successful, and no one has ever gone to university. But then they can see that God is still blessing me, still giving me the better life. So after hearing them planning, I never entered the house. I just went, but then I stayed for a year before I told my mom, because I'm ever looking forward to see my mom stay through, and if I could tell her the plan, she could also cause a commotion, of which I'll be the cause of the conflict. I have tried to overcome my challenges by: 1, I spent most of the time in church, just receiving support from my pastor, because when I'm at home, I will not get peace, because I just see school being a better place for me. I have been just believing in God and working hard and having goals and dreams in this life, and knowing that there's no failure that will accept anyone to be successful more than them. I would like to be a lawyer when I grow up, because I have seen most of people who are, especially who come from humble background, have been rejected justice. I would also like to become a lawyer, because most of the time I will be meeting with people with problems, of which I have come into contact with some of the problems that I will be dealing with. Example, like marriage with problems I've passed it through my parents, and also children who have been rejected human rights, so that I can fight for them. At the same time, I will also be happy when I see the Constitution of Kenya being used and laws prevailing to people, justice and the truth being taught to people, and also seeing people being justified according to the accordances of their hearts. I hope my story will inspire many age-mates and my fellow students. You can fight all your problems by having a friend who will always support you emotionally and spiritually and physically, and also having someone that will always support you in your life, is your mom, or if it's your aunt, or you're just a friend, a normal friend. You will also have, above all, you also have to put God first. Without God in this world, you are doing nothing, and everything will be futile, and you will doing everything in vain.